Okay, so let's have a quick look at this. It goes here. These are really straightforward, so I'm going to just quickly blast through these. Write this down from smallest to right, starting from the smallest, putting in order. So it's going to be -4, -2, 3, 7, and 8. Simples. Write these in order, size smallest first. So the thing you could do here is you could add on an extra 0 on each of them. Okay, so that's going to give me, and then see, that's going to be 54, 540. That's going to be 450. Now that one's going to be the biggest because in order you just need to check that's £4.50, and that's going to be 405. So let's go for the smallest, which is going to be 0.54. So we're done with that one. Next one, you decide between these two, then it's this one. It's going to be 0.45. We're done with that. Then comes this, 54 pence, 0.54. And then it's decision between this. Well, that's £4.5 pence and £4.50. So you've got 4.05 and 4.5. Simples. Okay. Next one, Alice gets paid 19.20 each hour from Monday to Friday. Then she gets 21 for each hour she works on Saturday. Alice works for 18 hours on Monday to Friday, so that's going to be 18 multiplied by £19.20. And she works 6 hours on Saturday, so that's going to be 6 times £21.40. How much did she earn that week? So if I just quickly do that, 18. And use your calculators, please. That's what it's asking you to do. So that's going to be £345 and 60 pence. The next one's going to be 6 times 21.40. That's going to be £128 and 40 pence. And just simply add those together. Again, use your calculator. You've got that. You're allowed to use it. Just see if it makes sense. Yes, it does. Let's move on. Okay. Question 3. Sean pays £10 for 24 bars of chocolate. He sells 24 bars of chocolate 50 pence each. What is the percentage profit? Now, first of all, that's 50 pence. So that's going to be 0.50. So half a pound times 24 bars he sells. So half of that is going to be £12. He sold them for. He bought them for £10. So the profit is going to be sold for £12 minus the £10 what you bought it for. So you get 1 mark for that. So the percentage profit, so always the formula is profit or loss over the original multiplied by 100. So if you multiply that by 100 percent, you'll get 2 over 10 times by 100 gives you 20%. Okay, let's have a go at the next one. Now, I've done this before, should cleared it all out. I'll explain this again. So okay, so let's have a quick look at this question. It goes here. In a cinema, the ratio of adults to children is 3 to 1. And it goes here, the children are either boys or girls. The ratio to boys and girls, so let's get the children. Ratios are going to be boys to girls are going to be 3 to 2. So that makes up 5 parts for the children. So what you could do is make this into a 5, and the way to make that into a 5 is multiply that by 5. So you must do this side multiplied by 5, you get the 15. But this time when you got this 5 part of children, you can split that into boys and girls. So of these 5 parts, boys represent 3 parts, girls represent 2 parts, and adults represents 15 parts. Altogether, total, there are going to be 20 parts, of which 2 parts are girls. So what fraction of people are girls? It's going to be 2 out of 20, which is going to be 1 out of 10. Okay, just be careful on that one, that's a tricky one. This one's straightforward. This actually is the formula for area of a triangle, base times height, so it's just going to be half. Base is 3, height is 8, 3 times 8 is 8, 6 and 24, half of 24 is 12. Okay, let's do this next one. I need to rub this out and then explain that again. Okay, so let's just have a quick read of this question. What's it saying? Now it goes here. Lola shares some money in the ratio 5 to 3. Lola gets £70 more than Charlie. Work out how much Charlie gets. So Lola, Charlie, Lola's got 5 parts. Let's just draw this on a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Charlie's got 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. So they both got 3 up to here, and then Lola's got £70 more. So how many parts Lola has got more? Lola's got 2 parts more here, and those 2 parts are worth £70 more. She's got £70 more. The 3 parts are the same, so 2 parts she's got extra is worth £70. Now that means each part is worth £35. So 35 plus 35 will give me 70. So each of these parts are worth 35, and Charlie's got 3 of those, so each part is worth 35, and 3 times 35 will give me £105. Okay, so that's question 6, trying to link that up. Now the next one, if you look at these, I'll put the dimensions of each of these on there, and it goes here. Write down the letter, write down letter of the rectangle that is similar to F. Well, F is 1 by 2, so similar means it's been times by the same scale factor, the width and the length. So that's the only one that's been times by 2. If you double the 1 you get 2, if you double the 2 you get 4. So that is the similar to F. A is similar to F. Now congruent means identical. Now we're looking again, we've got the dimensions written down, we're looking for the ones that have got the same dimensions. It doesn't matter by the orientation, and if you look at B and G, 2 by 3, 3 by 2, they're exactly the same. They're both a rectangle, same dimensions, but just orientation are different. So that's going to be B and that's going to be G. Okay, let's have a quick look at this one. So this is a two-way table. Let's just look at the two-way table. Now in the two-way table you should go around filling all the gaps. It does say complete the table, so literally just get your calculator to do 37 take away 15, what's left is 22. So that is 22 in here. Now that plus that plus that must equal that, which is the same as 100 take away 54, which is 46. I'm just going to double check that. That plus that is 30, 46. So I'm happy with that. Do that 2 ways. Now this plus this plus this is going to give me 54. So what you could do is you could add that, take away. So I'm going to do 54 take away 14 is 40. 40 take away 15 is 25. So then just double check it. 25 plus the 5, 30, 40, 54. I'm happy with that. Once you've done those, you can then just fill in the totals here. 25 plus 8 is 33. Now you could do this by doing 37. Now you could double check it. I will do it both ways. You know it's going to add up. That plus that is 30. But let's just double check it. That plus that is going to give me 60, 70. 70 take away from 100 is also 30. So always double check that one. If that and that does not match up, you've done something wrong. You need to go back and double check it. So 3 marks easy. Now it goes here. Write down probably that this child walked to school that day. So how many children are there? 100. So that's the total. The probability the child walked, we don't know whether, don't concern whether it's a boy or a girl. The fact that a child walked is 37. So that will be 37 out of 100. That's the probability of getting that. Okay, I'm just going to take this out and quickly do this one again. Right, okay. So let's have got this. So it goes here, enlarge this shape by scale factor 2, starting from the origin. Now when we enlarge something by scale factor 2, you look at the steps from how it goes from the origin to this point and double those steps. I'm going to get the corners of each of these. So I've gone 1 along, 2 up. So I need to double that. Instead of going 1 along, I'm going 2 along. Instead of going 2 up, I'm going to have to go 4 up. So I double the steps. This one goes 1 along and 4 up to this point. So instead of 1 along, I'm going to go 2 along. Instead of 4, I'm going to double 4, which will go 8 up. And to get to this corner, you're going to go 4 along, 2 up. So I'm going to double that. Instead of 4, I'm going to go 8. Instead of 2, I'm going to go 4. So those are my corners. Use a ruler, line these points up, line that point up, and then connect those points up with a ruler, and that is my enlargement by scale factor 2. Now double check it. That should have been doubled, so there should be 4 here, and that's 3 should be doubled, so there should be 6 here. I'm happy with that. So that's enlargement with center point. Okay, next one. It goes here, do a stem and leaf diagram. This hasn't come up, so I'll be surprised if it doesn't come up. This is very likely to come up. Now first of all, I have shown you this. You first got to do it unorganized. So I'm going to write this unorganized. You get a mark for this. So the lowest 20 people took to this race, and we're just going to set up what's the lowest here: 40, 50, 60 and 70. Now I'm going to write all these numbers going downwards, so that's going to be 54, 68, 65, 48, 68, 51, I'm done with that, 49, 59, 72, 66, 74, 71, 56, 63, 57, 60, and with those 66, 53, and 62, and 70. Now you get 1 mark for writing this down. You got 2 more marks to come from it. So now we're going to organize it. This is where the answer is going to go. So the stem stays the same. 4 stands for 40, 5 stands for 50, 6 stands for 60, and 7 stands for 70. And before I start, I just want to double check. There were 20. I'm just going to check this. Have I got everything there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I've got all my people in the stem, so I haven't missed anybody out. Always double check, make sure we got everything. Now we're going to arrange it in order of size. All these are numbers going to be put in order of size. So 8 comes first, that's already done, and 9. Now what's the first one? 1. Then we got 3. Then we got 4. Then we've got 6, 7, and we've got 9. Next one, we've got 0. Then we got 2. Then we got 3. No 4. We've got 5. We've got 2 6. No 7s, and we've got 2 8s. And here we got 0, we've got a 1, 2, and a 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Happy days. We're almost there. What's the last thing I'm missing? A key. So just write key here. You can just start with the bottom one. So 4/8 equals 48 seconds if you want. So that's what that means. That's what it is. Just take your time, run through it. 3 marks, 3 steps. Just link it all up. Okay, let's move on to the next one. These are very straightforward. There should be no issues here. just take, that's a plus 7, take it to the side, becomes a minus 7, x equals 6. Okay, take that to the other side, so just write 6 clearly there. Take that to the side, minus 5, opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. So 3h, show these steps please, you need to show these steps to get, you got 2 marks now, so you get a 1 mark for this. Then take that to the other side by dividing by 3, h equals 6. Looks like they like 6. Next one, bring all the y's on the side which you've got most on. You got 6 on here, and you got positive 3. What's the opposite of plus 3y? When you take it to the other side, is minus 3y. So 6y, take away 3y is 3y plus 11 equals 5. There's no more y's on that side, we brought it to that side. This is a plus 6. Opposite of plus 6 is, this is plus 11. Opposite of plus 11 is minus 11. So 3y equals minus 6. Okay, and share that by 3, divide that by 3, because we want to take the numbers to that side. That will give me minus 2. They're standard, straightforward. 12. Now just be careful how you do this. Let me get the highlighter out. You should know this. If you look at this, now you could do this 2 different ways, an easy way or a hard way. If you look at that, you should know that that is the U, so they're known as supplementary angles. So you could describe it that way and say 42 plus x equals 180 degrees, and the reason for that is supplementary angles sum to 180. So you could do it that way, therefore x equals, take that off from there, 138 degrees. So that's the easiest way to do it. If you didn't want to do it that way, you could also use this, that this is the z. So 42 goes there, and that's the alternate angle, and then these 2 angles lie on a straight line which add up to 180. Then 180 take away 42 would also give you 138. There's a couple of ways, you could explain this by a simple explanation, supplementary, or you could say that's alternate to that, and therefore. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. I'll go for the simpler one. So this is the front, and this is the side. Now just be careful here. It's saying 1 centimeter equals 1 meter. I'm just going to reduce this a bit so I can get it all on. So basically that's going to be, instead of 4, that's going to be 4 along here representing 4 meters. That's going to be a height of 2 meters. Now in the middle it's going to go 4. So that, please use a ruler. Mine looks terrible. That is the front, what it looks from there, front elevation. On the side, now be careful, loads of people mess this up. On the side it's going to be 3. Then it's going to be 2 up to the wall. I'm going to put a little dash here. But then you know that this is connecting to this side. It's going to also have 2 for the roof. So that's going to be the side elevation. Just be careful there, please. That's the front, that's the side. You don't have to. I just put it on just to like separate it, but you don't have to. Now this one is if you can get a size and get a common lowest common multiple, you then go and work out the price of that. But this one, because you use a calculator, it's much easier to do. All you need to do is, if you got the price, actually if you put price over the quantity, you'll get price per tea bag. So in this case, if I then go and work out, if I just set that all up, so it's going to be £5 over 240 bags. The next one's going to be, so that's going to be A. B is going to be £4 over 200 bags, and C is going to be £3 over 160 bags. So let's just work out how much is that. So that's going to give me, if you do on your calculator, 5 divided by 240, you got to get 0.0208. So it's just going to be over 2 pence a bag per bag. Let's do this one. 4 pound divided by 200. That's going to give me straight 2 penny. 2 penny a bag per bag. And this one's going to be 3 pound divided by 160. There you go. It's going to be 0.0187. So it's going to be less than 2p a bag. In fact, in this example, C is the cheapest per bag. So C is the best buy. Now they haven't had one of those, so I'm guessing one of those will come up. That's going to be the best buy on that. So look at further. Let's go on these. Now, when you got something like this, Catherine is making a table decoration. Each decoration is made from a candle and a holder. Caroline buys some candles and some holders in packs. 30 candles in a pack, 18 holders in a pack. She wants exactly the same number of candles as holders. Write down, so here, how many packs of candles and how many packs of holders does she need? So first of all, I'll start off with 18. And I just put it in my calculator. I showed you how to do this last time. 18, press 18 and press equals. Then do answer plus 18. And then you get your 18 times table. So 18, 30 does not go into 18. The next one's going to give me 36. 30 does not go into that exactly. It needs to go in exactly, leaving no remainder. 54. Does 30 go into that exactly? No. What's the next one? 72. 30 does not go into that. Next one, 90. Boom. 90, 30 goes into it exactly. So how many packs of candles? So 90 divided by 30 is going to be 3 packs. How many packs of holders? Well, they come in 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th multiple, so that's going to be 5 packs. And it goes here. Catherine uses all the candles and holders. How many tables she can set up? Well, she's going to put 1 on each one. 1 holder, 1 candle. So therefore, there's 90 there. 90 tables she can set up. Because that's how many she's going to have of each. Okay. Now this one comes up. It's a bit tricky. It looks tricky, but it's not too bad. The only thing is you got to remember with this, I always remember if you go down here and stretch this out, that's known as interior angle, and that one is known as the exterior angle. They're regular polygons, so that's interior exterior. Now to get the exterior angle, it's always 360 divided by number of sides. This is the formula. Okay, 360 divided by number of sides. How many sides does this have? 6. So if you do 360 divided by 6, it tells me 60 degrees is the exterior angle. 60. So the interior angle, what's the interior angle going to be when they sit onto 180? That's going to be 120, correct. Now 120, all these interior angles are going to be 120. So I'm going to put 120 here, which is going to be there. All those angles are the same. Now I'm going to do the same process for this one. That's my exterior angle, and I want to find my interior. So again, I'm going to say exterior for this one is going to be 360 divided by 8. That's going to give me 45. So my exterior angle is going to be 45. What's my interior going to be? 135. All of those interior angles, because it's regular, are going to be the same. So that's going to be 135 degrees. Now, if I go all the way around like that, yeah, that's a full circle. How many degrees in a full circle? So in order to find x, you do 360, take away the summation of 120 plus 135. Anybody do that for me, please? So that plus that is 255. 360, take away 255. So somebody said it to me, it's going to be 105. Excellent. Okay, happy days. Bit of working out, but it's not too bad. Now this one, can you just do that on your calculator, please? Just type that in your calculator. Don't be a hero, otherwise you end up with 0. So if you do that on your calculator, anybody? 0 point. Excellent. So that's going to be 110. So that's going to be 0.1. How do you write that in standard form? That's going to be 1 times 10 to the minus 1. You all should know that. No, because 0.1, this number has to be between 1 and 10. That is less than. It has to be, when we write standard form, remember we said it was going to be between 1 and 10, yeah? Can't equal 10 with it. So this one's straightforward. This is the height here. When you put water in here, this will fill up very quickly, proportionately, then it will slow down. So this is the only one that's looking at it. So we're looking at the graph there. I'm just worried about the time bell's going. So it goes here. How many matches Red Lion win? So if you look at here, how many matches Red Lion drew? 5. So that, if they drew 5 matches there, 9 degrees, 45 divided by 5 is 9 degrees. 9 degrees represents 1 match. So how much did they win? So you do 72 divided by 9. How many 9s into 72? 8. So 8 matches they won. Okay. So next one, let's just over to it. Celia says pie chart shows that Blue Dolphins won more matches than Red Lions. Now, is that correct? We can't tell. Don't say yes. Is Celia correct? No. We cannot tell, as this represents proportions, not actual matches. So we can't tell whether she's right because we don't know how many matches they played here. Okay, they might have only played 2-3 matches, you don't know, so therefore you can't tell. Okay, this one we've done quite a few times. Can you get your calculator out? Tell you what, because we're short of time, I'll stop it now and then we resume from question 20. Is everybody okay with that? Yeah, so the next one's coming up from there.